It's gotten back to that time where I'm like, if I don't film something, if I don't just like pick up my camera and start filming whatever the video turns out, like I might not get a video out for a very long time. And I like to post consistently because I like to have, honestly, I'm my biggest fan. I watch all my videos. I like having my memories to go back and look back on. I'm gonna start my coffee, hold on. I'm just gonna make a little flat white situation and blur his face, I guess, because he's here and he wants to be part of everything I do, because I'm his mama. Hi friends, welcome to my channel and welcome back to my channel. My name's Glenna. If you're new here, probably shouldn't intro this while the coffee's brewing. Found one mama does this. Have a cheater cracker. These ones from the Happy Baby Organics from Whole Foods are not as good at all as the Parents' Choice ones from Walmart. He like actually eats the Parents' Choice ones. These ones I think are like maybe too hard or something. He just plays with them and makes a mess. So, hi friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Glenna. If you're new here, if you are new, hello. I am 27 and a mom of one who is 7-ish months old now. We have a pretty busy life lately. I've not had a lot of time on my hands, which has been really difficult because not having a lot of time and not having an extra set of hands, not the easiest. I haven't had a lot of ideas because like my creative energy really comes out of rest, and I have to be able to take a lot of rest in order to have a lot of energy, like creative energy. And I haven't been able to rest a lot lately because that's just not the season of life that I'm in, which is more than beautiful because my son is absolutely amazing. But we had just like a bunch of stuff back to back, and then he teethed, so we have 2 teeth now, and we're still obsessed with mom, still wanting nothing to do with anything else. If we are home alone, I am like locked on him consistently. Like I can't just set him with the toy and like get my stuff done because he's not okay with being more than like a couple inches from me at any given time, which is beautiful and wonderful, but makes it difficult to have any rest whatsoever. And if I don't have time to rest, unfortunately I don't have the like space in my brain to do anything creative. I went back to work last month. I do like web design, like freelance graphic stuff, promotional material, business cards, etc. So that's been taking up a lot of my creative space, has been going to that. And anyways, all of that to say, I am getting to the point where I'm like, if I don't just pick up my camera and film whatever our day looks like, then I might not have a video of this season of life, and that would make me really sad to like look back on my memories and not have this season documented. Even though documenting it for YouTube doesn't actually include my son at this age, documenting it for me, I do include him in like my home videos that I make for him. This morning I woke up, we did our morning routine, which was like breakfast, fed him his morning milk, and then we played and I did Pilates. And then I was trying to figure out what's the best use of our time today because I have a friend coming over in about an hour now. So anyways, I was on the phone with my mom and she was like, just stay home, don't try to find something to do and get frustrated about whether or not he's gonna get a good nap. Just stay home, give him toys, include him in everything you're doing, keep him entertained, and you'll probably get a lot of stuff done. Basically is like how the conversation went with her this morning, which was really helpful because I do have a lot of things I want to do around the house, and he has toys I need to rotate, and so I changed out of my PJs, put on a pretty dress because I feel the most productive if I'm wearing a dress, and now we're just having a productive day. So I washed the windows this morning while he played, and now he's having a little snack on the floor while I make my coffee because I needed some coffee. And this has been my breakfast lately. If you saw my last video, I was like, don't get them because they're addicting. I have been pacing myself and working my way through this, and I will not be purchasing it again for at least a couple months. But I had a couple of these and I'm gonna take one and dip it in my coffee. I'm making my mom a birthday cake today. I have this homemade sourdough pizza dough that my sister made for me, so I just pulled it out of the freezer and I'm letting that rest on the counter for the rest of the day because that's what we're having tonight for dinner. Do you want up? Up, up, up? Yes, please? Up, please, mama? Please? Oh! So we're having that for dinner. Part of raising my kid like he's growing up in the 90s is I give him like random kitchen things to play with. Like you can see his... And that will hopefully keep him entertained long enough for me to do the dishes. If you have a kid that throws a lot of things, and mind you I have a 7-month-old, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. The way that I'm trying to combat the like game of fetch, like the throwing things and having the mom pick them up constantly, is if he throws something I tell him to say like uh-oh because it dropped, and then I'm like, say help please mama, but I take my time getting it to him so that there's not like the association between I threw this and my mom comes. So I tell him, that's, I don't know, that's how I'm doing it. I don't know. We'll see if it works, you know? One of these days he'll be like 16. I'll know if he knows how to ask for help and if he still throws things on the ground for me to pick up. Yeah. Motherhood is so fun and so funny because one, everybody can do everything so differently, and as adults like we can decide to keep or get rid of anything that our parents gave to us as far as like how they raised us. Just finished my meal plan and my grocery list and fed my son a bunch of bites. I'm listening to my Bible app because I'm a little bit behind on all of my Bible reading. Are you pulling yourself up, you big guy? I'm gonna play with my son for a little bit because he's been very patient with me. Listen to my Bible and then keep going. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. That's all. Cheers. I forgot to film. Like all day long. I forgot to film. My friend came over and we worked on stuff for her wedding, which is super exciting and definitely worth not getting a lot of stuff done for. Did that with her, and now I'm going to start my sourdough pizza. I'm gonna work up, these need to go in the trash. Those are dead flowers. Just for 1 minute. My leg is right here. You're touching me. I have a Velcro baby. To be honest, I'm a Velcro mama, but this golden sugar tastes better than white sugar. Like it's so good. It has its own thing about it. If you're wondering what finally got him to let me put him down was Cheerios. Bake in preheated oven 45 minutes. Okay. All done. It's done. It looks so delicious. I want to just like... I'm trying to figure out what I want to do today because he didn't nap long enough for me to get all the things done that I needed to get done around my house or the stuff I needed to get on my computer. And he's in this phase where he like really doesn't want me to set him down ever and like doesn't want me to not be touching him at any given moment. My sister's going to the farmer's market. I got dressed. I love this little shirt. It's like the Brandy Melville bear. And then I have this like airy blue and white striped skirt on. I love this outfit. I think what I'm gonna do, it's supposed to rain too, which is a little annoying, but I think I'm gonna pack him up. We're gonna go to the grocery store and the farmer's market and try to like get all my running around done and then come back here and like try to get some stuff done around the house before going to the pool with my mom later. Also, my hair, it's so dirty, but I kept refreshing it. This is my natural hair. I kept refreshing it with like the John Frieda anti-frizz cream, and I'm obsessed with it, but I'm going to get in the pool today and, you know, ruin it and then wash it later. But I'm like, why is it always when my hair is like dirty and I'm trying to prolong it that I like it better? I don't like my hair when it's freshly clean. Why is that? I don't know. Happy Monday morning. I have kind of a busy week this week. I'm like 10-15 minutes from putting him down for his first nap of the day. I'm gonna try and get some work done. I really want to bake a lot this week. Oh my goodness. But if I like set myself up for that, this is what I'm learning right now. New mom core. I'm learning that I need to kind of adjust my expectations, because what was once very possible for me is not anymore. And I'm still trying to cope with that, because it's actually really difficult from my personality type to have a list, have things I want to do, and not be able to get them done. And a lot of why I'm not able to get them done is because I value so much the time that I get to spend with my son when he's this age. He'll never be this little again, and you know, he's as big as he's ever been and as little as he'll ever be again. And I don't mourn time passing with my baby, because like I want him to grow up and be happy. What is this box? I want him to grow up and be a healthy, happy adult, and I want his childhood to be wonderful. It's just I don't want to miss any of it. I don't want to be nostalgic for times that I was too busy to pay attention to my son. So part of trying really hard to be present for everything in his life means saying no to my to-do list a lot. And I'm a very to-do list oriented person. It's probably like my biggest fault is how much I like associate whether or not I had a good day with how much things I get done. Working on coping with that and making changes in my life and in my expectations so that I can be a better parent, because I won't be feeling like sad at the end of the day because of the things I didn't get done. Put my son down for a nap, or he was asleep a second ago. He's not anymore because I just left the house. But I came to look at my garden. These are tomatoes. The potatoes, these ones died, and then that one, I have no idea how to harvest those. My marigolds bloomed again, which I didn't know that they do that. Our squash is looking pretty good, but there's no, these are like the boy flowers, and you're supposed to pollinate the girl flowers, but I don't see any girl flowers yet. And then that's the winter squash, so I don't expect it to go for a while, but this one is supposed to be zucchini. We have a bloom on our jalapenos, and then these are bell pepper, but it looks like they aren't popping up yet. Our garden looks like overwatered right now because it's all like cracked, because we had a lot of storm lately, so I haven't been watering the garden. I've just been letting the Lord do it. I set my son down for a second. He's not okay with it. I think we just want Mama to hold us. But I'm gonna pack up our stuff and then we're gonna head out. I'm gonna go get a new phone today, hopefully. I spent my afternoon at the Apple store with my mom and my son to get a new phone. Finally, I was on an iPhone 11 that I got in 2020. So I needed a little bit of an upgrade, but we're home now. I had a slice of leftover pizza. I think I'm going to have another one because I'm kind of still hungry. And then my son's about to go down for a nap, and we will continue on with our day. Not super summery today. The way you love me, we crawl now, don't we? Whoa, friend. Delicious. Hello. I barely filmed anything yesterday, so I'm gonna make sure that's not the case today. Hello. I probably shouldn't have sat down right now because my son is content playing with my water bottle, and now my dog's over here, and now I wouldn't be able to like walk away and go do more things. But we're gonna go back to the pool. I told our little friends at the pool that I would bring more bubbles today, so we're gonna go to the pool. I need to make breakfast,
have coffee so that I can be awake girl.
Hi. I need to pack up my pool bag, his swimsuit, and my change of clothes for after we swim. I need to change into my swimsuit. Although I could just pack it into like a random bag because my plan is pool, and then normally I do pool and then drive around so we can nap and then go like to my parents' house because they live far enough away to where I can like, he can be asleep by the time I get there kind of thing. Or he can have like a good nap by the time I get there. But today I kind of want to come back home so that I can eat lunch at home and feed him lunch at home before we go to church tonight. I want hot coffee, but I only have leftover coffee, so I'm gonna heat it up on the stove. I am driving right now, but we just finished up at the pool. My son is sleeping in the car right now because we were just at the swimming pool, and that always wears him out in like the best way. I have some work in my bag that I'm gonna try to get done, but I had the best time at the pool. Like, I'm making mom friends at the pool at this like baby hour. I got this pool pass that has an hour above, like before the pool opens, just for children under the age of 5 and their moms, and well, and dads come too sometimes. But like, it has been really nice. Like, I'm making friends with this girl that has 2 little girls that she nannies, and they are like so sweet with my son. And then I just met a couple weeks ago, or like maybe a month ago now, I met this other girl who has a little boy, and then they went out of town and they just got back today, so like that was kind of fun. But it's like harder. I feel like I'm kind of enjoying making like friends with the people that have children that they nanny because they're like my same age, and versus like the people, I don't know, people I've noticed like people that have babies are like, it's a little bit harder to find things to talk about because we only want to talk about our babies, right? Because like that's the biggest thing going on in our lives. But every baby is like different, and so there's a baby that I met a couple weeks ago, and this baby's mom, and she had a baby that it's 18 months old, I think, and doesn't talk yet, like hasn't said a word, which can be totally normal. Like, some babies just don't talk early, whatever. And I didn't know that until after I had talked about how my son, who's 7 months old, says like uh-oh when he drops things. So he started to say uh-oh before he drops things, and like does it on purpose. And I'm trying to teach him like uh-oh is on accident. I'm like, it's not uh-oh when you do it on purpose. But he also says all done when he's all done with something. And well, he says all done not when he's like done, but when he wants something to change. So like if he's on the floor, he'd be like all done because he wants me to pick him up. I said that, and then it got kind of awkward because, and I didn't say that because like I didn't know that her son hadn't talked yet. Like, and I don't know, we were just talking about things, and he started saying all done, and I was telling him like I needed to move because we were at the pool, and he was saying that he was like all done sitting at that one section. He wanted to like move around, but he's only 7 months old, so it was like hard. I don't know. Mom friends are like a little bit more difficult, whereas like nanny friends are like just girls that like we find things to talk about because we're like at the same place, and like I can tell them about things with my son, and it's not as, I don't know. But I want mom friends. That's where we're at right now. Hopefully my son will sleep a really good car nap. I'm gonna go sit at my parents' house afterwards because I love taking him there. It's a great place for like him to get out of the house and like not be at our house all day, but also it's free. So I'm gonna take him to my parents' house, and then we have some errands to run, and then home later and making dinner. But I'm sorry, I forgot to film the pool. I didn't even take like a picture of the pool, which is so silly because I could now because I have like actual space on my phone. But I totally forgot because it was just, the sun was really hot and we were just playing. But we had a really good time. Show off your outfit. We're a bit off of our normal schedule because I was feeding him at the pool, and he started to fall asleep, and I was like, no, let's not fall asleep sitting in the sunshine. So I was considering like just moving over to the shade and nursing him back to sleep and just like letting him nap there, but I think I'm gonna drive around, change up my plans for today, probably do something different for lunch, and just figure out what we can do. And maybe go to my parents' house, and then we can swim later, and then maybe he'll take 2 naps. I don't know, but I'm gonna start driving around because he was really tired, and also only get on one side, so that's fun. I did bring snacks. I have access to snacks, but we are done at the pool for this morning. We were all like literally only there for like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes.